go. First successful self-filmed hunt. I want to show you guys the setup in this tree here. Okay, what I've actually got now. I get really high in trees. You don't necessarily have to do that. Obviously the higher the better. If you can get above 30 foot, you're in awesome shape because your scent gets up over the top of the deer so well. As a matter of fact, all three of them deer that I've seen this morning so far were downwind of me. But something that people they overlook, even though I'm 30 plus foot off the ground. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna range find it. I'm sitting down. I'm gonna range find straight down to the ground. 12 yards off the ground, so I'm 36 foot up and I'm sitting down. Something that people don't realize is even at 36 foot off the ground, deer can see you a lot easier than you think. So this is what I want to show you. So here you go. I'm going to show you right down here. See this tree right here? There's a tree right behind me. It's got good greenery on it. Okay. I got the tree. I'm up against a pretty good sized tree here. Okay. Now I'm going to spin it around and show you out in front of me real quick. Guys, this is so important it's not even funny. I have a tree right here in front of me. Matter of fact, you can see the little limbs that I broke off of that tree so that I could have a shooting lane right there. But look at this. That limb right there, I can literally reach out and touch that with my foot. Okay, I have all that greenery there. I have this greenery right here. See that big limb right there? It's a little bit further away. But then now, I want to show you just right above my head. Not to mention, I almost forgot. Get my angle right here. Oh. I've got that tree right there with greenery on it. Now this camera's not zoomed at all. That tree's only about 6 foot away from me. Okay? Now look right above my head. And I can't get the dang camera to go that high. But you see that there's limbs all right up above my head. Okay? I'm going to do this. I know this may be a little awkward and move it around, but I'll cut some of that out. But you see right here, I got greenery right above my head. Okay, see right here, see my hand? I've got them limbs right above my head. So, I really cannot stress how important that is. I got this set up for a west wind. Them deer come downwind of me this morning, every one of them. But I was contemplating this tree right over here. That tree right there, that double tree. I was contemplating hunting that because it has so much cover around it. That was the actual tree I picked. But it's difficult to get up in. I'm in a climbing stand, and I'd have to do unbelievable amount of work. So I can't stress how important this is. You have to have cover around you guys. On pressured deer on public land like this here, even if unpressured deer, people think, well, deer can't see. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's baloney. I've had deer look up and see me 40 foot up a tree. And like that right there, they're gone. Them deer there looked up at me a couple times, I think, and I feel confident they're not going to see me moving, pulling your bow. If you're bow hunting, you have to make a lot of movement, and I'm filming, for crying out loud. Guys, that's a lot more difficult than what you'd think. So make for sure that when you're picking out trees and stuff, that you really pay attention to what's going on as far as the cover around you. Obviously, early bow season, when there's a lot of leaves and stuff on the trees, you got a lot more options. But these trees here can be hunted year-round because I have so much greenery around me, and all my stands are like this. You have to have something in front of you, a little bit behind you, to break up your image when you move and stuff. Okay, there we go. First successful self-filmed hunt. Now it's a doe. Now I killed a doe a week ago, or 2 weeks ago or whatever, with this new bow, and I had it on film, but she actually stepped above the frame. I think I accidentally deleted the dang footage. If I didn't, I'll show you that footage, because you can see the arrow hit her when she runs off. But that doe right there, I believe I smoked her. I didn't see her go down, but I heard her go down, and it looked like a very good shot. And I'm not even doe hunting at all. I'm buck hunting. But I told myself if I can get a really good video of a good kill shot, I'll take the shot. And it's so early, it's like 30 minutes after daylight. So I'm gonna keep hunting here. I know I've got does in the area. It's peak of the breeding phase, and had that doe been all by herself, I probably wouldn't have shot her, because there had been a really good chance a buck would be with her. Now it doesn't mean that there's not a chance a buck would be with her, but I didn't see any other deer other than the one that was right there with her. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I don't know what the heck I'm going to do with the deer meat. I guess I'm going to eat it, but I've got so much deer meat right now it ain't even funny. And guys, it's all being done with a bow and arrow. Okay? Other than the one deer my youngest son killed. He killed with a muzzleloader. Okay, here we go. We're at the arrow here. The arrow looks really good. We're gonna go ahead and track her down. Usually, I'll go home and get my boys and let them track. But it's already been 2 hours. You can see the arrow looks really nice, covered in blood. You can see the shot. It was just a beautiful shot. But anyways, I usually go home and get my boys and let them do the tracking for me. But the temperatures is not going to allow me to do that. I've got to get this deer out of here before the meat runs. It's already 60-something degrees, and she's already been laying for about 2 hours, and it would take another 2 hours by the time I went home and got them and everything. So we're going to go ahead and just track her down. It's not going to be a very far blood trail. Be honest with you, I was 36 foot up in the tree, and I could see the blood trail 30 yards away from my tree. So it's not going to be much of a track job, and I heard her go down. So here we go. But this is one part of bow hunting that is just part of the thrill. You know, you got to actually track the deer down 99% of the time. Here's the spot that I could see the blood trail, and this deer was running full speed, by the way, through here. She was running as fast as she could run right there. This is only about 10 yards from where I shot her. She was still booking it, and I could see this blood here from my tree. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and track her down and find her, and I'll show her to you. We should be, we've went about 30 yards. We should be 30 or 40 yards. We should be coming up on her. I heard her go down there. Matter of fact, there she is right there. So you can see her right there. There she is. She went a total of 60 yards probably. The reason I couldn't see her go down, I was watching the other deer. Plus, it's really thick through here, as you guys can see. So, if you want to take something from this video, look at the area that I'm hunting. There's the pond right there, about 30 yards away. She's laying 20 yards right there. She didn't go far. That's in 2-inch Grim Reapers. And a lot of guys get aggravated because I have a video up that says why I shoot Grim Reaper. Made an awful shot on a deer and it didn't go. It didn't even go this far as this one went. This was a heck of a shot. Really good shot like it's supposed to be. And you know, it done what it was supposed to do. But I'm not trying to sell Grim Reapers or promote Grim Reaper. I'm just trying to let you guys understand, if you have the force to drive one of these broadheads home, a 2-inch broadhead, whether it be Grim Reaper or any other type of broadhead, it's the way to go. So here's our doe right here. Right there she is. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Self-filmed hunt by Jacob Schmidt with deerhuntingschool.com. Check out my website, subscribe to me on YouTube, and follow me. There'll be more hunts like this right here. There's going to be some big bucks. Matter of fact, I have a hunt up that was an unsuccessful hunt, mostly because of me, some mistakes I made. But there's some really nice bucks in there from public land, some Pope and Young bucks that would make it in the record book. But I goofed up and didn't close the deal, and it was my fault on the actual shot. I done everything else, getting set up, getting the deer in bow range, and everything great, but I messed up on the shot. So anyways, you guys, we all make mistakes. We learn from them. That's why I have deerhuntingschool.com up, guys, is because I've made a lot of mistakes over the years. I've been hunting for well over 20 years, bow hunting for over 20 years, and I've made a lot of mistakes, still make mistakes, and teaching you guys that aren't as fortunate as me to, you know, have been raised around hunting and stuff, you know, some of the tricks and things to it, and how to avoid some of the bull that's out there that's not going to help you. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this hunt here. I'm going to get my big doe here and get her out of the woods and go get her on some ice, get her skinned, get her on some ice, and get her processed in the freezer and eat some of her. So hope you guys enjoyed the hunt. Like I said, check out deerhuntingschool.com for more tips, information, things like that on deer hunting. Have a good day, and bye-bye.